Cool, that was fun. Let's check out box 4. And a way that you can practice it is the way that I always recommend to practice it when you're practicing new scales or trying to get riffs in. You got to put it in a musical context. I love doing call and response. And in honor of Ozzy Osbourne's passing, we're going to do this kind of War Pig style call and response. So they do that in that song, and it kind of sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, just the hi-hats. And then it goes 4 and 2, 3, 4. Keeping the monotonic thumb, just going for fun. So I'm always doing that response phrase after the 3, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 3, 4. And then we can bring the drums in for fun too. But the way to practice it is always go back to that ba-da part. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is this place. Now we have like kind of 3 bars to place riffs. Alright, I don't want to get carried away. Let's stay in box 4, okay? So the box 4 looks like this. 3, 4. Start playing. Do the scale again. Try to play it like rhythmically and come in at different times. Let's start up here. So we're just kind of like playing phrases in that blank space. I just love to add in the monotonic thumb. It adds so much to it. Okay, so that's the main idea of this exercise. You're just gonna do the call and response, and it's basically just this. So it's like 1 and 2, 3, 4, 2 and 2, 3, 4, 3 and 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 3 again. And then that whole space in between, you have place to do riffs. Right? Try to fit them in to where they are rhythmic and they still fit when you in between going to that thing. So what is this? This is just a D power chord to an E power chord, right? And you can see how that E power chord fits basically in that shape. Another way you can do it that's really easy is just inside the shape. And 2, 3, 4. Let's get this playing. 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is the stuff that's cool to play? So let's just look at the scale and some places to play. So a great landing spot is this note here, because this is the note E. You know, a lot of jazz teachers are going to say, well, don't land on E if it's in the key of E, but this isn't jazz, this is rock or blues, rock and blues. So land on, just practice hitting the other notes and landing on that. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 2 2 3 4 1 2 4 2 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 3 4. So always landing on that on beat 1. 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And then try to fit other notes in there. 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4. It's okay if you hit wrong notes, as long as you don't stop. Okay, that's box 4. So you gotta know that that's the landing, that's the note E. Okay, you could also land on any of the other notes, but let's keep it simple and just try to land on those notes. So, or this, right? So I'm always landing on that note. Another cool thing you can do since it's an E, all these open strings are going to be part of that E minor pentatonic also. So when you're playing notes, single notes, just add like an open string as a double stop. It sounds awesome. Then like at the end of the phrase, you can always kind of add like a little like open strum, kind of like Lightning Hopkins does. It's kind of like that dirty blues sound I teach all the time. As long as you clean it up with the chord, the response phrase afterwards, so it sounds like a mess while that thing is happening, like this. But then when you clean it up with that ba-da part, right? All right, so I love playing it with that, let me stop it for a moment. I love playing it with that monotonic bass. It just fills it out so much more. If you can't do that, don't worry about that now. But if you do want more about that, I check out my fingerstyle guide course. That's gonna guide your right hand. It's an intermediate course, so it's not for beginners at all. But if you want to know everything about fingerstyle guitar, this is the best course that I've ever seen. And I spent a long time making it, so check it out. So now that you know this box, remember, this is our landing spot. Okay, now that you know this box, to add extra stuff to it, you can add a couple things. The blues note. So that is here and back down. Anytime you play that blues note, it's not a landing note, right? It's a kind of ornament type note. It makes it sound bluesy. It makes it sound maybe sometimes jazzy, or in Black Sabbath case, it makes it sound like really dark and kind of mysterious. Right? Just that little hint of it sounds really cool. That's one thing that you can start to add. That note is also available here. right there. But I think it's best to stick with these top strings if you're doing soloing stuff, okay? So step 2 is after you know this box 4, that's what this is called. It's called box 4. After you know that, how do you start connecting it to other shapes? There's a lot of different methods that people teach. I like to teach one string at a time, okay? So that means we're gonna add this. Let's check this out. Let's take this box away and look at this, okay? This is that's the minor pentatonic scale going up the B string. And that's the best way to connect it. If you already know the minor pentatonic up in this open position, then you can connect that easily up to box 4, which let's put box 4 back on. So now we have both of the connectors, right? Right? And then we go up to here, have that connector up here. And guess what? This is past the screen here, but that's the 12th fret, so that means is the same note as that open position box that we all know. Or hopefully you know it. If you don't know it, don't stress it. Just work on box 4 for now, and then eventually I'll do a lesson on box 1 as well. But that's the most common box. Almost everybody starts there. So let's jam a little bit with the connectors, okay? So we'll start with this. Oh, one thing I forgot to say is I'm always, when you do this, the cool part about it is including the open E string. That's why we start on the B string, because we're in the key of E. So notice on the chart, this note is always playing. You can see that popping up there. And it has that really cool, what I describe as dirty blues sound. It took me a long time to figure out how they got that sound, like players like Dan Auerbach from Black Keys, and like a lot of my favorite blues players, especially like Hill Country Blues, Junior Kimbrough, they get this really cool, dirty blues sound. A lot of the times they're just playing in the key of E or the key of A, and they're including the appropriate open strings. And here we have, E minor, it's all these strings. So even on string 3, so now I'm including open E and open B. Okay, so notice how I'm playing that and also playing these strings above it. And that makes it sound so cool and fun to play. Open strings, include those. The main idea is do something and then come back to that main phrase. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. This whole space you can just start to get. Comfortable with the scale. I know that doesn't sound cool, but this is what it'll sound like when you're getting used to the scale. And then if you can add that monotonic bass, it just fills in so much stuff without really doing that much extra. And of course, you can take the thumb away for a minute and then come back. So these are new graphics still. I've done one video like this before. It seems like a lot of you liked it. Thank you so much for your comments. I'm gonna keep doing more of this. If y'all still like it, let me know. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks. Thanks for watching. I don't know what that other phrase. Like a phrase I'm trying to think of. This is a cool phrase. What is that from? Y'all know that one? Is this a song? Maybe it's like a bridge. I gotta stop here. Also, I'm gonna keep going all day. Alright, let's stop. See you on the next one.